Rosa Parks once said, "I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear." Or there's one local woman whose mind was made up years ago that she would be a pioneer in West Haven for change. A wife and mother, Carol Lee Brown found her political voice at a time when many women, like herself, were to be seen and not heard. Well, she's known around Connecticut as a political activist and a woman who believes in investing in our urban communities. She's gearing up for the 24th annual Carol E. Brown Scholarship and Community Awards Dinner, and she joins us today. Mrs. Brown, welcome to the show. Great to have you.
Thank you, It's a pleasure being here.
Tell us a little bit about this West Haven Black Coalition. How long have you been around, and how did you kind of evolve?
Well, I've been around 47 years in West Haven, but putting together an organization like this was done because I have 3 sons. Teddy and I have 3 sons.
You didn't have them on your own, that's for sure. Can't have them on your own, Ms. Brown.
And I saw that there was no resource for African American students to get scholarships in West Haven. So that's when I decided that I would organize an organization that would become an organization that would give kids money to stay in school.
Wow.
We wanted them, it's easy to get there at times, but it's even harder to stay there. So our scholarship is about staying in school. You must be a student in college, any college in the country, a sophomore in college with a 2.5 or better grade point average, and then you qualify.
How hard was it for you to kind of find your political voice at a time where it wasn't that popular?
Well, seeing that I am one who is a little bit aggressive, I just kind of opened the door and addressed issues that were affecting the community that I lived in. And that all started in Meadowbrook. And then we moved down to the up to the north end of town, and I decided I would start attending meetings and getting involved, attending Board of Education meetings, City Council meetings. And when I saw that there was injustice anywhere, I'd speak up and speak out. But I've been doing that since I was a little girl in school. When things weren't right in school, I made sure I tried to right any wrongs that there were. So it came natural.
It does. I agree with you there, Ms. Brown. Let's talk about this actual event you have coming up. It's an awesome event. How do you actually go through the selection process? Because I know you give out scholarships and then you have honorees.
Yes, we do. We have a community service award, and we recognize some of the unsung heroes. They're working in the community and seldomly get any recognition, like a Monica Joyner, who was a Teacher of the Year in New Haven. We reach out, we reach across. It's great in New Haven.
And I know you're honoring the Reverend Dr. Edwin R. Edmonds.
Yes, that is the #1 award, and we found someone. Dr. Edmonds was, as I call, he was my pioneer. He was somebody that I admired, and I knew his work. He marched with Dr. King. He had placed many, many, many African Americans in the school board in New Haven. He was chairman of the board, pastor of Dixwell Church for 35 years.
Wow.
He was a leader. And Carlton Highsmith is what Dr. Edmonds was to civil rights, Carlton is to the business world. He's a quiet, gentle giant who gives back to the community all the time. He's a very generous man. He's very connected to the community.
Let's talk about some of the kids that are going to be receiving the scholarships. I know our very own News Channel 8's Keith Kuntz's daughter is up for a scholarship. How do you go about with the selection process with them?
Well, we advertise in the New Haven Register, let folks know that we're giving away scholarships. And then we ask them parents to email or have the school send us their transcript. We go through their bios and see who is the most qualified. We then contact the student and say, have your school contact us and send us the transcript.
Wow.
So we look at what they've done in school, what they've done in the community, what they do in their church, and they qualify. If their grade point average is a 2.5, we don't want it any higher than that unless they really have it that way. We don't exclude kids who are at a 2.5 grade point average. We really want them to stay in school. Our scholarship is to help keep them there. That's why we go out and reach out to those that are sophomores.
And you're giving away several. How many scholarships will the West Haven Black Coalition give out this year?
There will be 10.
Okay.
And then there's University of New Haven that gives $5,000 for 8 consecutive semesters. They are truly wonderful partners.
That's amazing. Now, if folks want to join the West Haven Black Coalition, how do you join? Do you have to be a West Haven resident or no?
No, we are reaching across Greater New Haven. Since my phone number is in the book, I am listed. They can call me at 203-397-3354.
Well, Ms. Brown does not mess around. She just puts it out there, right out there, just places it there.
That's
Let's
right.
let folks know where they can find tickets and more event information. We've got a graphic here, folks. If you want to join us, it's the Carol E. Brown Scholarship Community Awards Dinner happening Friday, February 26th at Fantasia in North Haven. And you said earlier tickets are still available, right?
Yes, by emailing cac7200@comcast.net.
That's perfect. Thank you so very much for talking with us, Ms.
Thank
Brown.
you.
We
Thank you so
appreciate it.
much.
Always a